Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel IELTS Decoded. This is Farhad Ahmed, a teacher of IELTS. If your target is band 7 or more than that, this is your channel. Those who have watched my previous video, you already know we are talking about IELTS Speaking Part 2. The main issue we talked about was how to cover the whole 2 minutes of Part 2. Now those who have not watched my previous video, you can use the link below, go there, watch the video and then come back here. I talked about a trick in that video and the trick was how to cover the whole 2 minutes as I mentioned earlier. Now today I'm going to give you another trick. Think of a situation where you are stuck in front of the examiner. You have used my previous trick and you have answered all the questions of the topic that is given to you and you feel you are still falling short. Now what do? Don't worry, I'm here for you. I'll give you another trick today and that will come very handy. Very handy. You can't imagine how useful it could be. So what is the trick? The trick is called the 3 stories method. Yes, you heard it right. The 3 stories method. So when you are talking about your topic and you have talked about the introduction, you have answered all the questions and you are falling short, what you can do? You can use 3 stories at the end of your speech. 3 stories. One from the past, one from the present and one from the future. How will you do it? Practically, we are going to practice that right now. So let's move on and think about the topic that is given on the screen. So the topic is describe a person who has influenced you in your life. There are 4 questions, obviously. One is who is the person, how you know him, what this person does, and the last one is and explain how he influenced you to do better in your life. And now you think that you have used my introduction method, you have answered the 4 questions here, and you have a fear that you are still falling short. Use the 3 stories method. Tell one story from the past regarding this guy. Tell one story from the present regarding this guy and tell one story that is gonna happen in the future. Now how do you do that smoothly? So after answering all the questions, you can say, oh, that reminds me of a story. 2 years ago when I was talking to him, while talking to him, I remembered a problem. I asked him the suggestion how to solve the problem. And he suggested me very nicely. And even today, while coming to the examination, I was talking to the same guy and he has given me so many suggestions to overcome the fear of the examination. And in future, if I feel any problem or if I face any problem, I'll still go to the guy because I trust him so much. So there you go. There are the 3 stories, one from the past, one from the present, and one from the future. Use it, you'll get the result. And it will buy you at least 15 to 20 seconds, as I mentioned in the previous video, and I'm mentioning the same thing in this video as well. Now, one important thing is, you may ask me one thing, and that is, sir, is it relevant? Is it going out of the topic? Is it out of the context? As a teacher of IELTS, I can assure you this is not going out of the context. Yes, this is not going out of the context. This is relevant. This is very, very relevant. There are people who will say, don't add the stories because these stories are not relevant. Think about it. You have answered the main questions and you are talking about stories that are related to these questions, use the trick, you will get your result. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing my channel. Keep watching. Good night.